Mic check, mic check. What is going on, y'all? It's your boy Charles. Hope y'all had a good holiday Thanksgiving. This is your boy. Listen, I was just saying, thinking about um, Kevin Samuels. You know, for the longest time, I've had the biggest animosity. Well, not anymore, but let me just give you some backstory. Kevin Samuels, I was reacting to one of his videos when he was alive, and he sent me a warning, and he did say, "Hey, stop using my content." I didn't pay it no mind. I kept using it, and he put a strike on my channel, which got my channel taken down. I had a channel called The Genius Machine. I didn't pay it no mind. I didn't know that they take all your videos down. They gave me a warning on YouTube and said, "Hey, this person gave you a strike. You got 3 strikes. You're out. You got this many days to take all your video down." I didn't pay it no mind. I look around, my whole channel was gone. I lost 2,000 videos. Now that was my fault, right? The man gave me a warning, but I kept using the man's shit. And then I had the biggest animosity towards Kevin Samuels, because of that, right? Like, fuck him, right? That's how I was. That's how I was. Then the man turned around and passed away like 2 years ago. And I was like, wow, this man, quote, he was fairly young. I think Kevin Samuels, he was 52 years old, or something like that? 53? I don't think he wasn't even that old. But, they had said he had some health issues, up and down most of his life. But he was pretty much a fit guy, but still. I was just thinking, like, damn, this dude was just starting to blow up. Like, I think had he lived, he would have been huge, huge. Like, I think he would eventually got into Twitch and start streaming more, longer streams. He probably would eventually got maybe like a podcast with a panel of men, or brought women in face to face. Because most of this stuff was like Zoom. I think that's what blew him up during the pandemic. That's when he really started to blow up during the pandemic. Um, So he had like a good 2 year run, and he passed away in 2022, I think is when he passed away. Yeah, it was 2022, I think is when he passed away. But the fact that he just went out like he did, I'm like, damn, he just got on his feet. But I mean, I watched some of his old videos. He was in the corporate world. He always seemed like a very corporate guy, and he talked about his time in the corporate world. Then, he eventually fell off. He eventually I don't know what ended up happening. I guess I should have watched more of his videos, but I never did figure out how he was like this corporate. He said he had all these different accounts. He was in sales and corporate. He never did really go into. I thought maybe he might have been bullshitting, because I was watching some of his videos even after he got my channel deleted while he was still living. I said, let me see what this guy's shit is all about. Right? It was rumors going around that he might have been, of the LGBT community. Um, but I guess that ended up not being true, or dispelled when he passed away, because he ended up passing away in the arms of a woman who was, I think, half his age. She might have been in her late 20s, I think. Um, but that's neither here nor there. The thing I wanted to say is that I felt bad after having, I was like, forget, F this guy, you know, got my channel taken down. But the guy gave me a warning. I didn't heed this man's warning not to use his content. So I had to suffer the consequences. And then even YouTube gave me a warning, like, hey, dude, we're gonna take all these videos about to be ghosts. You better take these videos down. We're giving you 10 days. This channel is gonna be shut down. You can't upload no more. But you can download your videos. I didn't pay attention. Whatever, YouTube. They took my shit down. I was pissed off at Kevin Samuels, but that was my own fault, right? Some valuable videos I lost. But the fact that this man lost his life, right when he was about to, because if you look at some of Kevin Samuels' older videos, he had a very humbleness about him, and you can even tell from his older videos he looked like he was struggling. He was in his mid 40s, early 40s in his first videos, and his videos wasn't really popping. He was telling guys how to dress and how to carry yourself and how to move, which is valuable information, but it wasn't getting the views. His views came, I think, is when he started going in on women, and going in on women on them being harsh on men, and having these um, very superficial and unrealistic ideals of dating and finding a man. Um, he the one went in a lot on single moms, like, hey, you had your chance to meet that guy, but you chose to get pregnant from a, from a street guy or a thug guy, which most sisters do. And now you're wanting a more valuable man than what you had, bringing another man's kid into the picture, and that's just not how the world works. That's not how it works. And I think a lot of women was getting mad at him because of that. But the fact that I want to go back to the fact that he just was starting to get back on his feet. His channel was blowing up. He was on Atlanta, which Atlanta at the time was a hot show. They came back for a fourth season, and he was on that show. He was starting to make his way into different TV shows, and people were talking to him and sponsoring. I think Kevin would have had his own podcast and maybe had his own network, and probably would have been in the millions of followers on you. He probably would have continued doing YouTube, but I think eventually he probably would have expanded and done some other things. But just so sad, man, for him to go out like how he did. Just starting to blow up, just starting to really. I'm thinking his YouTube channel, he was getting thousands and hundreds of thousands of views every day, every time he went live with that dating or teaching, women talking about they want a high value man. Um, I don't know the name of his show, but Kevin Samuels, people who don't know, y'all can look him up. But uh, a lot of women didn't like him because he was letting them know, hey, the chances of that happening, ladies, you know, it's not going to happen. You can find this kind of guy. You know what I mean? The fact that he just getting ready to get back on his feet. He talked about how he fell off from the corporate world to the point where he had to wait tables to pay his rent, work at the mall, stuff like that in his late 30s, early 40s. Then eventually started doing YouTube and talking about haberdashery and how to dress and carry yourself like a man. That didn't work out, so he started doing the women's thing, and that blew him up. I can estimate that Kevin Samuels probably was making about $20,000 a month from his YouTube channel a month, probably more with this because he was doing podcasts and he had been on Vlad, and that I think that might have blown him up even more. And I think like I said, he was on Atlanta. So outside of him doing YouTube, he probably was making so much money from other entities. Facebook, I think, was paying him. He had monetized on Facebook. So he was making paper. Donations, I'd say he was averaging about 20,000 a month, which is damn good. That's damn good money. Especially for even social media. Like that's 20,000 a month. Like, come on. That's how much is that? Let me see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 100. That's about almost $250,000 a year, which is at that point, Kevin Samuels could say he was a high value man, bringing in 250,000. And that's just off YouTube. I'm estimating. So, like I said, I don't know what kind of deals he had or his appearance fees, but he was making some good money from YouTube, through the social media channels. And not to mention, like I said, Facebook, where I'm pretty sure he was monitoring. He was getting thousands of views over there. And once you get to a certain number of views over there and retention, you start making money from Facebook. But the fact that soon he was rolling and he knocking off girls half his age, he was living every older man's dream, and boom, out of here. Life is Life ain't fair, man. It just ain't fair. It's just not. It's not fair. It's not. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it. It just came across my mind about Kevin saying, like I said, he's been gone for a while, and the fact for me to it had to pop in my head. I had to share it. That damn, and that's my biggest fear. Like, damn, I don't want to taste. You've been chasing this honey all your life, and as soon as you taste the honey that you've been chasing your whole life, boom, God take you home. That's just, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like Nipsey Hussle. He was just really starting to hit his stride in the music business, and here comes some fool, take him out. Just getting ready to, he had the store popping, marathon store. He had just got invited. He had just got nominated for a Grammy. He didn't win. We got nominated for a Grammy. That's big. So the next year he probably would have won it. But the fact that his album got nominated, man, that's huge. From him selling CDs and grinding it out to now, you getting you just taste all your hard work. You just tasting and the suffering up and down and having to wait tables like Kevin Samuels, going back to Kevin Samuels, having to wait tables, and now you're making $20,000 a month, seeing money that you ain't never seen. He probably wouldn't seen that kind of money even when he was in corporate. And boom, You know what I'm saying? You out of here. Yeah. Damn. Then Vivica Fox ass gonna turn around and say, "This is karma. That's what he gets." That made me realize how evil. That's an evil woman. That's why she's single. To say something like that after a man passes away, no matter what he did, you could just say, "Man, I didn't see eye to eye with the guy. The guy was really bad on women, but I would never, rest in peace with that brother. He was young. He was younger than her when he passed away. You see what I'm saying? So it's like to for her to kind of whatever. That's what his ass get. But had to kind of have that little energy with it. I was like, oh yeah, she's evil. I kind of felt Vivica Fox had an evil streak to her, but that woman is a very evil woman. For her to say that, that was very evil. Like black women can be harsh on black men, but that was some evil shit. That was some evil shit right there. You ain't even had a I don't even think she had to even have a conversation with this man. Now, to play devil's advocate, Kevin Samuels had said some things about Vivica, about her being in the position she's in, not having a man and being getting older, don't have any kids. So he did kind of go in on her, but yeah, but you could have went on him while he was alive. I don't think she said anything about this man while he was alive. And as soon as the man died, now you got all the smoke for the man. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it silent. Don't say nothing about the man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got nothing nice to say, you wouldn't say anything about. You didn't respond when he said something about you, which was harsh. But you didn't turn around and say, "Hey, Kevin Samuels, why you living?" Don't say anything. I don't know. I think that's in bad taste when somebody does that. You know what I'm saying? You want to get your shots in now that the man's gone. You know, when the man did say something about you, which you, in all fairness, could have said something about him, but you didn't. You want to throw your shots at the man after he leaves this earth. You know what I'm saying? After he passes away. I thought that was in bad taste. You know, and it wasn't classy. You know, she's not. That showed she didn't have any class. You know, and that shows the reason why she's doing Tubi movies now and shit. You know, her movies were in theater, now it's on Tubi. In theaters, now it's in Tubi. When the last theater movie have you seen? I mean, of course, she was on Empire, which was a big hit, but hell, Empire been off the air now since 2018 or 17. It's been a while, but even before the pandemic, uh, yeah, even before the pandemic, um, Empire had already been off the air about 2 years already, and it's been pandemic been 5 years ago, damn near. So yeah, that's the only premiere thing I think she's been in. But the wish, to be happy that a man ding dong, the witch is dead. That was kind of harsh. The man didn't uh, delete anybody like Adolf did. You know what I'm saying? He ain't caused mass deletions. You know, but yeah, that's just showed. That's like I'm like yeah. When I saw her, I was like, yeah, she's evil. That's an evil woman right there. When I saw her when she did that, I like, oh yeah, Vivica Fox is an evil woman. You know. Anyway. What I think about this video, man? Rest in peace of Kevin Samuels. I just had that thought in my head. Just wanted to throw this video up, man. Anyway, I'll holler at y'all later. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Take care.